Hi everyone, Syndra here, and welcome to another Togeden 2 stream. Let's go back to the village. Just waiting to see if anybody said hi, but I don't think anybody's in in chat yet. That's okay. Hope all of you are having a good day, a nice day. Today is April 3rd, a Monday, but the reason that is important is because today is my birthday. So, happy birthday me, and I'll end up saying it a couple of times. For those of you watching this on YouTube and watching the whole thing, you'll end up hearing me say that a couple of times. Just like people file in, or people say happy birthday, or etc., etc. As good old Willy Wonka would say. Should I have that? Eagle Claw, happy birthday, buddy. All the best to you. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see. I don't remember. Were we... I don't remember. Have we used the gauntlets, or am I going to use the gauntlets? I don't remember if I showed the gauntlets off or not. Oh well, I can use the gauntlets for a little bit. I need to change what's equipped. We're gonna go into Enchanting Dancer, increases the amount of health and focus you can recover. I think that'll work. And sadly, this planning isn't very good for us. It has a spear move and doesn't have anything to help with it with Heaven's Wrath. But I like the Heaven's Wrath ability, so we can't... Well, I like the Heaven's Wrath ability that it's on, and I don't have another planning, so we're going to stick with this one for now. We used the gauntlets. I just watched the recording this morning. Oh, okay, great. Thanks, buddy. We're moving on. I'm going to go buy a chain and sickle. Due to the arrival of the supply unit, we have even more things we could buy. I was just messing around in the Age of Peace. Nothing super special, but I was just looking for crests and things there. And now the supply route is unsafe instead of dangerous. Hi, Maze. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, good. We can buy amulets. I need these. They upgrade our robot friend, Pico. Oh, good. We're going to be looking for those. And Binding Rope is also super useful. It's used to upgrade weapons and stuff. Oh, good. Good. I didn't know it did that. I haven't played too much on my own file. I'm doing different things here. Thanks again for putting the recordings up on YouTube. I had doctor stuff going on and missed Thursday and Friday. It's great to be able to watch them this morning and catch up. I enjoy this game far too much to want to miss out. Well, that's no problem, Eagle Claw. That's no problem. I'm glad to do that, because I know not everybody can make it to every stream. So, I don't mind putting them up. Especially when I put up the whole thing. Sometimes the export from Twitch messes up, which causes problems, but when it doesn't, I can put up the entire episode. Okay, let's create a... I would like some crit with this. Let's make the Shinobi Rebel sickle, and you can see the see it here compared to the base chain and sickle, which looks pretty plain. The Shinobi Rebel sickle a bit more fancy. And we'll equip it. Oh, we can reforge. So once you have certain, you see we can't reforge the Great Chain and Sickle. Once you have some materials, you go far enough in the game and you're finding more materials, you will see that you can reforge your weapons into other weapons. So I think we can make the Great Shinobi Sickle. No, we can't. Sometimes you can make them. But it is cheaper to reforge into the new weapon, materials-wise, than to flat out make it usually. But we can do it here. The Grand Shinobi Sickle has less attack power, because ours has 175, I believe, and less crit, but it has 48 poison damage, so it can poison enemies. Hi, Zarza. And happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you very much. I've always loved the whole reforging thing, because it's taking weapon you're already using, and then turning it either into an upgraded version or a completely different version of the weapon. This is completely different. Ours doesn't have poison. This one does. Then when we reforge it, it can turn into different things. Maybe it has an upgraded version with more poison. So you can take the weapons you like and just reforge them into completely different things, giving you lots of possibilities. Like I said, some of those that we can reforge into are creatable. You can create them normally.
Oh.
But some of them you can't. Mission failed. That's kind of what I expect. Okay, we can now enhance the Machina though. Search or I'm gonna upgrade battle. Now that we have the amulets and everything to do so. Okay. Oh, now it needs different stuff. Interesting. I haven't been able to upgrade before. Eternal Ice Machina. Okay, well, we just need the Eternal Ice. Found in Age of Honor. Okay. We haven't spent a lot of time yet. Now, I think that should help it succeed more, even though the success rate is still low. Not sure. Cinder says, the game is so fun. Have you considered doing a Monster Hunter run too? I don't have any Monster Hunter games, actually. I've played a few, like, demos of Monster Hunter games, and I don't know. They didn't appeal as much to me. At least when I played them. Now that I really like this game, now that I really like Toukiden, yeah, I'd be willing to give them more. But I think Monster Hunter is more, you really do have to have, it seemed to me, anyway, it's way better if you have people to play with. Like, it's hard to play solo. And I don't have anybody to play Monster Hunter with, so. But I mean, I definitely give them another look more than I did before. But to me, it seemed like Monster Hunter, you really had to have more. You really had to have friends to play with. But it looked just as fun. Especially some of the bigger hunts, it's suicide to try and solo them. Yeah, that's what I've heard about Monster Hunter, and that's why I never looked really hard into them. But I know how they play, and, you know, like I said, I've played some demos. But if you have people to play with, I definitely approve of Monster Hunter. Because this game takes a lot from that type of genre. Which I would like to see some more games like it. I know Final Fantasy did one. I think it was Final Fantasy Explorers, I think it was. That was like this. You go on hunts and stuff. and fight enemies. I think that was it. I didn't get to play too much of it because the same thing. You have to have people. You have to have people to play with. Monster gets controller smashed really hard, especially if you're alone. Well, let's not smash controllers. Alright, let's do the chain and sickle training so you all can see what we're getting ourselves into. The chain and sickle is one of the lower damaging weapons, for sure. Just per swing. Chain and sickle is a special weapon capable of short and mid-ranged attacks. So here's the deal with the chain and sickle. It's really two weapons. It's the chain and the sickle. The chain you use using square. The sickle you use for triangle. Now it says mid-range, but I don't really agree with that. At least not for the basic attack. It's got a little bit of range, but not much more than like a spear or anything else. The sickle is very short-ranged. You have to be up close. Hit and away. Slam the counterweight into the ground, propelling you backwards and allowing you to put some distance between you and the enemy. So like so. So you can go up with either really the chain or the sickle and back away. So a bit of difference just depending on which you want to use. Hitting away is useful if you need to just get out of dodge. Flail throw. Hold down square to store up your power and throw the counterweight while leaping at the Oni. You can also use flail throw to follow various attacks while in the air. So, hold it down. And throw. And you can leap in whichever direction you want. You just, as you throw it, just hold whichever direction. Like I'll hold left. See, and I jumped more to the left. As shown here, you can throw and then follow-up attack, but make sure you're there. There we go. So you get some movement with the chain and sickle if you haven't noticed. Whether it's hitting an enemy and going backward, using the flail throw. Hurricane Strike. Somersault forward and attack multiple body parts while swinging your chain and sickle. You can do this both on the ground and in the air. Just flailing around, which is a really cool looking maneuver. It does take a lot of focus though. Hi, White Dragoness. Can't stay, I'll be in and out. Just wanted to say happy birthday, son. Thank you very much. And you fling out the sickle with the destroyer attack, which is really cool. But the chain and sickle is pretty straightforward. Its main appealing points are being able to move around, hitting away, and its faster attack speed. And a little bit of range it has on the flail. So you can use hitting away pretty fast after a hit. And then for a lot of damage, I think you're going to be using that. You're going to be using Circle. It takes a lot of focus, but you see you get a ton of hits in. There's the chain and sickle. Happy birthday, Sin. Thank you. While the time goes by. Usually, Knight does this. She's not here. Oh, massive storm. Stay safe.
Oh.
That's still going on there. So there's the chain and sickle. A faster attacking weapon. The jump back is one of the main points to me. And the circle button attack is really cool. You hit multiple body parts multiple times. I think it can do a lot of damage. Hard to say without there being like a damage gauge or anything. Like when you do a like Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom or any other fighting game, when you can go in the tutorial and you can see how much damage you're doing. I would like something like that. Something like that would be really useful. That way you could really see how much you're doing with an attack. But to me, it looks like it does a lot of damage. Okay, with that, let's continue the story. Hey, it's the Sacred Shrine Maiden. What are you doing here? You're probably not allowed out here. A fine breeze. Who's there? Syndra! You scared me for a moment there. I thought I was found out. You look well. Are you accustomed to life here in the village? Who are you? No, just kidding. We know who she is. What are you doing out here? Just taking a walk. Shouldn't you have guards or something? So stuffy in the heavenly cave. I need to feel the breeze every now and then. You might want to refresh then, Cleverstone, if everything in chat is showing up twice. So that's not happening for me. And thank you, Cleverstone. I see your happy birthday. This is the perfect place to hide. The view is great too. Breeze here is great too. Freedom is so wonderful. I wish I could take a journey as free as this wind. There must be so much I haven't seen, and so many people I haven't met. Guess I can't hope for that, as a sacred shrine maiden. I know. Will you tell me more about yourself?
この前は時間がなくて聞けなかった。私に外の世界のことを教えてくれ。
I didn't have time to ask you before. Tell me more about the outside world.
記憶喪失？
You've lost your memory?
おまけに10年前の横浜から来ただと？
And you came here from Yokohama 10 years in the past?
私をたばかっておるのではないだろうな。小娘と思ってバカにするでないぞ。
You have to be joking me. You're mocking me. Think I'm just a naive girl. No, no. It's all true.
本当なのか？
It's all true.
すごいぞ。それはすごい冒険探だ。
Incredible. I've never heard such an amazing story.
もっと詳しく聞かせてくれ。早速本に書かねば。
Please, give me more details. I need to get this down in my book.
私は作家を目指しているのだ。珍しい話は必ず書き留めるようにしている。
I want to become an author. I always make a note of strange or wonderful stories that I hear.
世のおかしきことを集めて本にするのが私の夢なのだ。
Gathering together strange stories and turning them into a book is my dream.
Well,
I've got plenty of strange stories about travels.
いつまでも色あせぬ作品を作りたい。
I want to create a timeless tale, like The Pillow Book or The Tale of the Genji.
狭いところにいても、遥
A
か
tale
遠
that
くま
gives you
で
a
見通せ
wide
るよう
and
な
wonderful
作品を。
view, even if you read it in a narrow and confined place. That's kind of what I'm trying to do with me and the channel in a way. All these adventures that I take when I put myself as the main character. All these adventures that I take, this wide and, huge tale.
そういうわけで、私にもっとお主の話を聞かせてくれ。
So Syndro, tell me more, lots and lots more. We could do that. I have lots of tales.
横浜での激闘、新羅号の出現、軍師供養の到着、そして空に開く鬼門。
Battle in Yokohama, the appearance of the Brute Beast, rival of Grand General Kuyo, and the Oni Gate.
今まで聞いた中で一番の冒険探だ。
It's the most amazing tale I've ever heard.
これは良いネタになるぞ。
I could write something wonderful from this.
しまった。もうこんな時間ではないか。
Look at the time.
いい加減戻らねば大目玉を食らう。今日はこの辺にしておこう。
Or I really will get caught. I think that's enough for today.
また話を聞かせてくれるか？
Will you tell me more soon? Very well. I haven't got much to say. I'll have more adventures before then. Yeah, I'll have more adventures before then.
おい、その息だ。楽しみに
Yes,
してい
that's
る
the
ぞ。
way. I look forward to it.
そうだ。お前には教えておこう。実は秘密の通路があるのだ。
Let me share something with you. I have my own secret passage. That's how I snuck out here.
大昔、神垣の巫女の脱出通路として作られたものらしい。
This was created long ago as a route of escape for the sacred shrine maiden.
忘れ去られていたのを偶然見つけたのだ。私の部屋の
It's been
タンス
long
に通じてい
forgotten
る。
about, but I somehow stumbled across it. It connects to the cupboard in my
よ
room.
いか？誰にも言うでないぞ。私のことは見なかったことにしておくのだ。
Don't tell anyone else about it though, or that you've seen
で
me.
はな。また会おう。
Hope to see you again. So if you haven't gotten what's very sad about Kaguya and being the Sacred Shrine Maiden is she protects this entire village. Think about all these people, and yes, we don't see that many walking on the streets, but pretend it's a full village. You know, for gameplay reasons, you don't just want to be running into a bunch of people. But think of this village being a full village. She protects all of these people with her barrier. She's extremely important. As such, they confine her away to keep her safe. That she protects the whole village, but she is confined away. She isn't allowed to leave the Heavenly Cave. She isn't allowed to see the outside world, to meet with a lot of people, to talk with them. She's basically allowed to talk with Yakumo, because he's the leader of the guards. Toya, because he's the leader of the samurai. Probably a few select guards, and that's about it. Everybody else, she speaks for just a little bit, and then they probably shoot her away. Or shoot them away. We see she has a sense of adventure. She wants to hear tales. She wants to feel the outside, the breeze. It's sad. But that is her role. She protects the village. Just another reason to put a stop to the Oni. Hey, Professor. Great works in Overwatch confirmed to be canon in this world? No. Sounds like you were instrumental in driving the Oni off from the fort. What? You got teleported again? Sure did. It's great news. Now we can further purify the other world. Also made some new friends? Yes. Tsubaki from the guards and Kamuna from the samurai. Interesting. Which case, take them with you. Purify the other world. This is an excellent chance to help them understand the Demon Hand and increase our allies. Just say you're going on a mission or something. Take them along. Want to focus entirely on research into Machina. This is perfect for that. They call me a genius for a reason. Ah, more good news. Research has made good progress. I've completed a new invention. It's called, ready for this? The Machina Fusion Cauldron. I was hoping for a bit more of a response to that. Oh, yeah. Woo! Good job, Professor. What's it do? This thing is great. It can be used to synthesize materials. Waste not, want not, as they say. Synthesizing materials was added to facilities. Well, good luck with everything. What we can do now is we can use this Machina Fusion Cauldron. Synthesizing materials. You can combine building materials in order to synthesize smithing materials. Each building material has a compatibility rating, and the total compatibility of the combined materials will equal the success rate of the synthesis. Cauldron, great! I was just in the mood for some soup. Oh, wait. Okay. So, these are the things we can make. Chip broadsword, helmet crest, binding rope, tainted coin, rutile, different things we can go get. But let's say we want to make something. This chipped broadsword. The compatibility is the chance that it will be made. So you see, using a Machina stone is 100%. We will get 1. Razor hair is 25%. 25 compatibility, which means there's a 25% chance we get 1. You can see the success rate, and it's predicting how much you're going to get. So you have a chance for 1. Doing it this way, we would get 1. We'd trade it in everything. We would get 1 for sure, and have a 65% chance to get 2. The quantity is how many you make, so it's basically 1 package, which would be a pack of 2. And a 65% chance to get another pack of 2. So we can take, when we start to get a bunch of items we don't need anymore, we don't use them anymore, we can come in here and turn them into something we will use. You use these helmet crest, binding rope, things like that to upgrade weapons and armor. Anyway, that's how it works. I haven't used it really that much at all. Go for a bratwurst. Everybody's just talking about food now for the cauldron. Wish I had special, like, plans for food for birthday, but I don't. You can keep the sauerkraut, though. Yeah, same. Same for me. Brats are pretty good, though. Looks like you found your place in the village, Sindral. How are things going with you? Working hard. Yes, well done. This chat talks about food at least once every stream. It pleases me. I can only imagine what's going to happen when Cook Serve Delicious 2 comes out. I really hope we get a lot of people for Cook Serve Delicious 2. I really enjoyed that stream. It was so much fun. I think people super enjoyed Cook Serve Delicious. So I can't wait for the second game and to stream it, and hopefully a lot of people show up and watch. Still, success as a slayer doesn't happen overnight. Son of my neighbors just became a slayer, actually. He'd been complaining that all he does is transport materials, collect things. I do a lot of that too. It's a demanding job, and yet one people don't really see. He just has a mission to transport goods from the Age of Honor to the Age of Peace, during which he was surrounded by a horde of Dark Arwing and barely escaped with his life. That whole region is crawling with Arwing, causing trouble for them every time. Thanks, Cleverstone. Every little bit will help. Thanks for sharing whenever I do Cook Serve Delicious too. Sharing it so more people have a chance to see it. Business is supported by slayers like him. I want to support them. Sorry, wasting your time. Wife chew me out if she found out about this. I'm sorry. What can I help you with? Defeat the Dark Arwings on the supply route, on the Sea of Ice. So now we have that subquest there. Probably because it's always close to or eating times, but we don't want to leave to eat. Oh, but that's one of the best times to eat is during stream. Then you can watch the stream and eat. Cleanse your body in order to temporarily extend your exposure limit. Additionally, you may trigger a purification skill, which will increase the rewards given for your next successful mission. Pool hours are separated for men and women, which we've gone over. So temporarily extend your exposure limit. Since we're going to a new area, I think that'll be useful. We'll use one of our pool cards. When you go into the pool, sometimes you're just alone. Sometimes you can meet somebody else, like here. And then your friendship goes up because you take time to... You're stirring my bath. Move away. So is Toya, but he's just, you know, blah. As you become more and more friends with people, they can have, like, different dialogue and stuff. Your miasma resistance has been strengthened due to the Pool of Purity. And you always get a bonus if there was another person there. Because, like, you talked about, you know, what's going on, and you can pick their brain for stuff. That's how I've always thought about it. Sacred Branch. Obtain 3 Sacred Branches as an additional reward after completing a mission. That's cool. And we'll get 3 building materials after completing a mission. Neat. So the next mission we complete, we'll get a whole bunch of bonus stuff. Now let's go see Tsubaki. Bath scene's one of the greatest things in the Suikoden series. That's a series that I need to do at some point. Hey, Tsubaki. Yes, you can help with something. We're going on this mission. Want my help with the mission? Sounds interesting. Looking forward to see what I can do. Very well. Get ready to see just how strong I am. Want to invite Kamuna too? Hold on. You're not going into the samurai camp. Stop right there. That'd be far more dangerous than you think. Than I think you're expecting. You know about the tension between the guards and the samurai. I mean, insiders, outsiders, right? Insiders are slayers who have lived here for generations. We guards are a prime example. Then there are the newcomers who have come from the outside. They are led by the samurai. One might call them starving wolves. They're dressed to fight at all times, always ready to defend themselves. Who knows what they'll do if anyone comes into their territory? Oh, good. Let's go see them. You know, we all live in the same village. That's true, I guess. Very well, then. Going on your own if you have to, right? Then I'll go along, too. Hey, Perkins, what's up? Just hope I don't have to say, I told you so. I told you so. Oh. So, it's really a, you can really see the tensions between the guards and the samurai as we go. We've already seen it, and you will continue to do so. Like, there really is some really is a lot of tension. But let's go visit Kamuna.
Nani mono da? Koko wa samurai no niwa. Yosomono wa sare.
Who goes there? This place belongs to the samurai. You have no business here.
Samurai tachi.
Samurai.
場合によっては実力で排除する。
We'll repel you by force if we have to. You know I could take all of you generic mooks in probably one swing, right? You really don't want to do this. Yeah, just ellipses. Here we go. I told you so.
何してる?
What's going on? Hey, Kamuna. Here, ask you to go on a mission.
怪しいやつが。
We have suspicious intruders here.
そいつは敵じゃない。行かせてやれ。
They aren't the enemy. Let them through.
何? しかし一人はこの絵の格好。
But one of them is dressed like a guard. And I just like stare. Like that look he has on his face. I just want, you know, that peering into the samurai. Like that. Like, do you really want to question me?
そっちは知らん。好きにしろ。
That one I don't know. Do as you please. So mean. Hold it! We fought together, remember? What is all this noise? Uh-oh. Remember, she's second in command. Yeah, as the samurai said, second in command. And remember, it has that fancy title.
副長、申し訳ありません。侵入者です。
Our apologies. We have intruders here.
侵入者
Intruders?
この絵の椿か
Tsubaki of the guards, is it?
そしてもう一人 K は何者だ
And you brought a friend. Who might you be? Machina user, I'm here to see Kamuna. Tell your people to get out of my face. We'll be nice. I'm the Machina user.
K があの
Ah, heard the talk.
みんな引け客人の相手は私がする
Everyone fall back. I will handle our guests.
ですが。
With all due respect.
引けと言った聞こえなかったか
I said fall back. Did you not hear me?
は、申し訳ありません。
Of course. My apologies. Get in line.
助かった
We're saved.
この当変木覚えてなさいよ
You blockhead! I won't forget this.
ここは侍の陣所
この絵を連れてくるのはおすすめしない。
This is the samurai camp. I don't recommend bringing one of the guards in here. Yeah, because tensions. Not that I care. I think we should all get along.
私は侍部隊の副長真鶴 K の名を聞こうか。
She is the second in command of the samurai, also known as the demon commander, Manazuru. I'm Syndrel. Nice to meet you.
なるほどな。 K が弟の言っていたもの
I
ですか。
see. The Slayer my brother had so much to say about.
私はカムナの姉だ。話は弟から聞いてい
I'm
る。
Kamuna's sister. He's told me all about you. Yep. Kamuna, who is known as one of the strongest, if not the strongest samurai. That's the rumor. His sister is the second in command and has the fancy title.
お姉さん、鬼の副長が。
So they're both very, very dangerous. His sister? He's the brother of the demon commander?
俺に何か用か。
Did you have business with me? Yeah, I need you for a mission.
任務に
Mission?
あいにく稽古の途
Sorry.
中だ。
In the middle of training. Maybe later.
ちょうどいい。稽古の相手をしていけ。
You could train with me a little first.
お前の力に興味がある。
I'm very interested in your power. This would be really interesting because I'm using a typical, like a ninja weapon, which is the chain and sickle, and he's a samurai using a sword. So that'd be very interesting.
すまないな。剣術バカで。
Sorry about him. He's a sword-loving idiot.
せっかく誘いに来てくれたのだ。無理にでも行かせよう。
You came all the way here to invite him along. I'll make sure he goes with you.
だが、一つ頼みがある。
However, I have one thing to ask.
私にも鬼の手
Could
を
you
使
let
わ
me
せ
use
て
one
も
of
ら
those
え
demon
ない
hands
だろう
too?
か。
Sure.
その力はカムナに見せてもらった。
It has shown me how strong they are. They'll surely be useful when fighting the Oni. Yeah, these siblings, Maze. They are definitely siblings. Ninja actually used guns. But I like ninja in games. Where they use chain and sickle and stuff. They will surely be useful.
私も任務に協力する。
I'll help you with your
それで
mission
頼
too.
めないか。
As something of a trade. How does that sound? Sure.
ダメよ。
We can't do
これ以
this.
上侍に鬼の手が渡ったら、私たちこの絵が何されるか
Samurai
わか
get
らない
access to
わ。
more demon hands. We don't know what they'll do to the guards. Hi, Swift Miss. Thank you for the happy birthday. It's fine.
人体には効果が
Can't
な
be
い。
used to hurt living people. It just passes right through them.
そういうことは
You could have
早
told
く
me
言い
that
なさい。
sooner.
どうだろうか。
What do you think? Very well.
感謝する。
My thanks. By the way, don't take it off.
これが鬼の手。不思議な石の輝きだ。
This is the demon hand. The sparkle of the stone is quite alluring.
K の行為に感謝する。早速任務に向かおうか。
My thanks for your kindness. Let's head out at once.
俺は行くと言ってないぞ。
I didn't say that I'm going yet.
お前には聞いてない。
I'm not asking you. Let's go.
好きにしろ。
Very well.
いい気味だわ。
That feels good. I believe she's the older sister as well. I believe, which is hilarious. So I'm not asking you. Yes, sister. Fine. So great. I love that scene. Monozero is awesome. Wow, what a friend I am. Completely forgot it's your birthday, even though my phone told me over and over. You know, happy birthday! Thanks, buddy. It's no problem. You're a busy guy. How the kids doing, by the way? Oh, kids, but how's JC doing? Well, this is a surprise. I don't see a group like this very often. You have a guard, 2 samurai, and a Machina user together. Yeah, if you can use them. Yeah, want to say the samurai second in command is inept? Yeah, that's just a bad decision to me. I'm with you, Maze.
無沙汰をしている、風殿。
Glad to see you well, Kaze.
こちらこそマナズル君。
2 months to go. Okay, I knew it was coming up. I just didn't know when. Well, that's good. Good. Glad to hear. Same about you. I feel the same about you, Manazuru. Still, a mixed party of samurai and guards? This is your doing, Sindor. Yep. I'm special. Following your career, made a large contribution to the defense of the village. Great work, especially from a newcomer. I'd expect no less from the fabled Machina user. How do I know? Look around. Where do you think I work? Remember, he gives out missions, and he's in the main hub for that. All the rumors flow through here. Especially talk about someone making such a big splash as you. I also happen to have a daughter. She talks about you a lot. I think she's taken quite a shine to you. And there is said daughter. Hold it! That's enough, father, please! Hey, tell him the truth. No, you aren't! We're rivals, that's all! I'm happy you've made a friend, Tsubaki. It's not like you've had one before. Stop speaking right now! He's your father.
Sorry
for not making the full introduction sooner. This is my daughter, Tsubaki. Hope you all get along. I shall act surprised. You really so surprised? I think we look a lot alike. Lost my wife in the awakening. Raised by a single father, she turned out quite the tomboy. And who couldn't find his own feet if he didn't have this tomboy around? Returned home after a few days to find piles of garbage everywhere. Can't believe you. I'm sorry about that. We're going on a mission, Father. You stay here and work the HQ. Say no more. Shall be as you say. Manazuru, the Slayer HQ has a message for the samurai, too. The medical supplies you asked for have arrived. Really? You got lucky with the timing of supplies from the Holy Mount. I'll send them to Samurai Camp later today. Thank you so much.
医療品
Medical supplies?
小様の居住区で不足していてな。真鶴君から支援を頼まれていた。
There's a shortage in the outsider sections. Manazuro asked for some help getting some more.
はじめは機内側から融通しようとしたが拒否されてしまった。
I tried through my insider contacts to start with, but that didn't work. Yeah, they just want medical supplies. And it's tough for them to get them because they're outsiders.
対応に苦慮していたが、なんとかなってよかった。
That even Kazu, who like everybody knows, who works at the HQ, gives out the missions, he's probably got lots of contacts. Even his insider contacts aren't willing to help. It took a while, but I finally found some
さて、
success.
長々とすまなかった。
Sorry for keeping you so long, anyway.
汝に英雄の導きがあらんことを。
May the light of the heroes illuminate your path.
ねえ
So, where are we going? Just what kind of mission is this? We'll see when we get there. You're an odd one. Let's see. I need the map. We don't have... We can go through the fortress, or we can take the long way. And there's also on the Sea of Ice. It's right there. I think the way it wants us to go is through the fortress, so we'll do that. Hey, sweetheart. Are you feeling better today? And birthday is a thing today too. Yay! So you can see we have Monozuru on the team. She uses a bow. I think it's, yeah, up in the tree. Crap. She uses a bow and she has healing Matama, so she can be a healer, which is really cool. Our way there really quick, we're gonna help with this joint operation. All the imps while doing this. Out of the way, imp. Geez, after hitting everything, they don't like me too much, do they? But Monozuru can heal. Now, she doesn't use the healing skills extremely often, but she will use them. And she's really good about shooting you with the bow when you have a status effect. I have noticed that. She's really good about that. There's using it in the air. Still got the head cold. It's intense, but still there. Okay. Well, if you start to feel sleepy or worn out, you get some rest, okay? Ogre dreams of a career as a drummer. Yes, he specializes in the belly drum. Favorite class? What do you mean by class? Do you mean weapon or Matama or... I know, sweetheart. That's why I was really sad that you got sick. I know you have that test Thursday. There's a quest here. First, I shall pick up this quest and this item. Style. So Matama, kind of depends on how I'm playing. I liked Spirit, which I haven't shown off. I liked that in the first game. I'd have to get used to it again here. Healing is always nice. I like defense. I mean, they're all, well, I shouldn't say they're all really for me. It'd be easier the ones that I don't like. I'm not a big fan of the space one. Or I think it's space that has warp. I don't use it very well. And the well, I like the planning one, the PLN. While I like the abilities there, I don't use them very well. It says most strange. What's up, Tokisugu? Hello there. Good timing, actually. Felt a strange presence around here. There are no Oni, though, so I'm not really sure what's causing it. You help me with my investigation? Sure. Need to help each other out. My instincts are usually on the money. Definitely something going on. No more wasting time. Start to search the vicinity. Use the Eye of Truth to uncover the identity of the presence. What? Demon? Hey, have you gone crazy? Ah! Where'd that Oni come from? Defeat the Shadow Soul that has appeared. We get Soul Serum. It's like you handled it. What was that thing? Blazing Soul you can only see using the Eye of Truth? See, that's the presence I could feel. Like when you respond to a sound just to find there's nothing there. I do that a lot as a Let's Player. Only that are too unstable to manifest completely in this world. That's what the professor told me anyway. I remember correctly, it's worth your while to defeat them too. Still strange though. Normally only appear in the deepest parts of the other world. What are they doing here? I better investigate further. Thanks for your help today. Really taking a load off my shoulders. He gives us 2 Sacred Branches and 2 Pull Entry cards. Oh, I should have used a Sacred Branch before we left. Thanks, Tokisugu. Says he's heading to the Age of Peace to check things out. Well, since I kind of went the wrong way anyway.
今日の夕飯どうしようかしら。面倒だからぶっかけご飯でいっか。
I went the opposite way of the fortress. Let's go back to the village. Let me use the Sacred Branch and then we'll go the right way. You know, go the way I'm supposed to be going. Whoops. Oops, can't change party because we're on story missions, but Not what I wanted to choose anyway. Easier to obtain new Mitama. Syndra once again proving he can get lost even with a map. It's true. Easier to get precision strikes. Welcome back, Dragoness. Okay, let's go the right way. Well, I just start like this is gonna happen whenever I play. I've debated back and forth of streaming something like a Fallout, like Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, or an Oblivion. You know, Skyrim would be really cool, but I don't own Skyrim. Because I had it for one of the old consoles. I don't have it now for a new console. Or PC, I don't have it for PC either. Anyway, if I stream one of those, be fully prepared to have that happen a lot. Because I'll start to... Okay, let's go do this mission. Oh, look! Oh, look, there's something over here. Let's go see what that is. Oh, let's go explore this cave. Oh, there's an NPC here to talk to. Oh, look, a new side quest. Let's do this side quest. Then while on that side quest... Oh, look, there's another side quest here. Let's take it. If you're funny, it can work. Well, I'm not funny. Okay, let's go this way. Ooh, shiny. That have... It's the dragon side of me. Alright, welcome back to the Age of Honor. Let's see if we can purify the miasma here. Grass ring. By the way, that is how it would go. That's me now. I'll be 200 hours in and never have touched the main storyline. I can get caught up in not doing the main storyline in Bethesda games because I'll end up just wandering around, searching different places, doing side quests. I don't think I was as bad about it in Fallout 4. I don't know. I just didn't... There were a lot of them that I didn't really latch onto as much. But I still did some side quests. There's a barrier stone down here. We already purified this one? Yes. Looks like we want to keep going through the Grand Tunnel anyway. So let's do that. We'll head through here. Because you can see the exclamation point down there in the bottom right. I can be funny, but I'm not consistently funny. That's one of the biggest shortcomings I have. I don't think I'm always entertaining as a Let's Player, which is such a big thing. I think that's a really big reason I'm not a bigger channel. Anyway, I've thought about doing, like I said, like a Fallout game. I have Oblivion. I haven't played Oblivion in so long. That would be really cool. My birthday. I can get down on myself if I want. I can be mean to myself if I want to. Now, you can use the Carpenter for no charge one time only. That's the one with the robot. It's really cool. Yeah, Stardew! Stardew was awesome. I enjoyed Stardew. But anyway, if I played... I'm not into the birthday paddle thing at all, so... Ooh, Blade Tail! You, give me materials! I'm going to get, I have no birthday plans, which is sad, but I don't have any. Break something. Never flew off there. Montezuma is taking a ton of damage. And Vitality is on cooldown, which is bad. In the Behemoth! Kind of. Kind of looks like one a little bit. Except for the tail. With a blade on it. I guess Behemoths have that long tail too. Anyway, what was I talking about? I keep getting sidetracked by stuff. You get sidetracked by chat and things. Which is okay. Yeah. I would like to play... If I were to play one, I really enjoyed Fallout 3. That used to be my favorite, but I don't know. I really like New Vegas as well. I think I would play New Vegas first, just because I think there's a lot going on there that's a lot of fun. Between the factions and things. And the different ways you can take the story. So I really like New Vegas. I think that one would be a lot of fun to play. So I've played a ton of Oblivion. I haven't played it in years and years, but I really enjoyed Oblivion. Skyrim is super fun for the obvious reason, the dragon shouts. Bethesda just makes really good games. Like, I've heard some people say that, you know... Oh, he's changing. That's why we're disabled. I've heard the argument, and you don't hear it very often, of like... well, it's not even an argument. You know, people ask, what makes Bethesda so good? Their games have tons of bugs when they come out. Yeah, they do. But when you have a game on the scope of a Bethesda game, of course it's going to have bugs. Rarely are they game breaking. And just the amount of content, other than the bugs, the level of polish a Bethesda game, like a Fallout, like a like an Elder Scrolls, is just phenomenal. They are one of my favorite companies. Is Bethesda. When they're one of those companies that if I hear a new Bethesda game is coming out, I'm looking at it. I'm at least going to look at it because I just know I'm going to get something of quality. I will full destruct the Blade Tail. Whoever did that is awesome. I don't have to worry about that. There we go. There's the Blade Tail down. Now we just need a... what? I like the Fallout games. They're really good. Dragonist, they are. They're really good. Okay, so there's that. We go this way. Maybe avoid the other fight. Whatever's over there. What is over there? Candy Demon, I think it's what it's called. You have to remember that tons of glitches. You have to remember the oh man, we got fun. Tons of glitches that turn people off. Yeah, but what I'm saying is you're going to have glitches with a game like that. Well, you just are, because you can't test every single thing that every single player is going to do when you have a game of that scope. That's the deal. Like, there are games that, you know, I don't like glitches. I like glitches when things mess up, you know. I understand that. Trust me. I've lost days, weeks of work because of glitches. I get it. But when you play a game of that scope, of that magnitude, there will be glitches. There will be things that don't work exactly right. You just have to go in expecting them. People will always attempt to do things the developers never intended. Exactly. That's that's part of it. But to me, the bigger your game, so like map, enemies, like the bigger your game is, I'm not talking like AAA, just in terms of scope, the more leeway I give you. Now it still has to be playable. Like, it's hard to explain. If you've played a Bethesda game on launch, you know what I'm talking about. Like, most of the game is good, or most of the game is fantastic, and then there would just be you'll be like, this is a fantastic game, and you might run into a bug or a glitch here and there. That will be patched. Bethesda's, I think, really good about that, at least to me. Especially like the game-breaking stuff, the stuff that will mess up your file. They've gotten better and better about that as a company. About not having it happen, and then if it does happen, about patching it quickly. I'm trying to think of a new LP too, by the way, if anybody's got some suggestions. Like, one of the roadside statues looks very cold because it doesn't have a hat. Why not give him a hat? We should get a hat for the statue. We can get a hat for the statue in Maharoba Village. We'll be doing that when we go. I'm going to, like, I need to put out an announcement later. I can't Swift Miss, that's funny. But I think you knew that. I can't play Breath of the Wild. Dragon Quest 8. I'm actually, like, I've decided on, I need 2. Because I need one for Dragon Quest 1, and I need a project to take Kirby's spot. Because those both went really fast. I'm gonna do Dragon Quest 2. Like, I've already decided on that. I'm gonna start that tomorrow. I haven't played that one, so that'll be fun. It'll be blind. Hopefully we don't get too lost. But I need something else, and I don't know. Like, I don't have a feeling of something like, yeah, I really want to play that. And that's when it stinks as like an LP, or when you... Nope, can't do Chrono Trigger. Can't do it. Chrono Trigger's for a special event. That's all I'm going to say. Because Chrono Trigger's one of, if not my favorite RPG of all time. So I'm saving that one. I may never get to play it on the channel. We'll see. I've thought, like... No, I can't do Final Fantasy because I already have one going on. And I don't want to have more than one Final Fantasy going on. I'm not going to say, Mace. I'm not going to say. I don't like... This is going to be weird. It's going to be weird to hear me say this. This always throws people. I don't like Persona games. That throws everybody off. Like, it's so weird because you would think I should like everything about Persona. It's an RPG. It's got some like mystery type mechanics. It's a great RPG. Persona is super well made. That everything about Persona I should like. But I don't know. It just does. Like May said, that's really funny. Somehow it didn't click with me. It's funny he said that. I'm the same way. It just didn't click with me. Which is weird because like everything about Persona I should like. Like I should like Persona. Y'all keep saying just RPGs. Like I kind of want something not RPG-ish actually. Because I'm going to be playing Dragon Quest 2. I know that RPGs are my thing, but I don't know. I don't feel like doing an RPG right now. I need something different. Something more... I've got all these slow-paced games. Dead Space isn't slow-paced, but it's going to be slower-paced because I'm going to be careful. Something... I don't know. Hold on, what's this? Miasma hole? Such a thing possible? I'm gonna go through the story here real quick. Well, chat continues to say things. What are you planning on doing? We aren't just here to look at it, I take it. Nope, we're gonna close it. We're gonna close it? How can you even do such a thing? I don't own any I can record, Eagle Claw. That's a great idea, but I don't own any that I can record. They're all on older consoles. And I don't have any on PC. Like some of the newer ones. Can you even do such a thing? Street Fighter? I'm not good at fighting games, and I don't think there's enough there to do like an LP on it. Because I don't like playing online. And that's what a lot of that is playing online and stuff. Darksiders 2, maybe. If I were to do something like Darksiders 2, I'd do a Zelda game. Maybe I should do a Zelda game. Even though I'm not super great at Zelda games. Love Zelda games. Just not super great at them. Path of Radiance, I can do Path of Radiance. People always want more Fire Emblem from me. MLB The Show. I actually liked one of the MLB The Shows. 15, I think it was. One a few years back. Me and a friend played it. It was a lot of fun. We'd like take turns. If people are okay with waiting on it because Gamefly's sending it to me, I can do Nier. That's the one I have, Cinder. I love it. Yeah, yeah, 15. 15 was really good. I've been debating maybe doing Nier Automata. Because I think, who was it? Neko said she would be interested. I could do that one. Ready, Kamuna? Yes. Okay, so we're going to close the miasma. What was the game you played on stream a few weeks ago? Battle game with Japanese theme thing? Lady Shizuka, I will perform the Dance of Repose for Souls, so she's the one that's going to close this one. I don't know, Igwa. All I remember playing was FF7 the past few weeks. This is incredible. Can't believe it. The miasma is thinning, so we closed another one. That's 2. Oh, Neo? You said it was like Dark Souls. Yeah, Neo. I don't have it. I turned it back in. I turned it back in to get this game, actually, that we're playing right now. Amazing. This is the power of the demon hand? Super good. Loved Neo. They're the same, I suppose. This is what happens when you don't have money to buy games. I rent games. That game was fun to watch. I'm glad it was fun to watch. I would have loved to have played it, just it didn't, nobody seemed, well, very few people seemed interested in it. So, I ended up just beating it myself and then getting this game. Tama are the same, I suppose, but it's like I've walked into a fairy tale. Fighting a few Oni, I'll believe pretty much anything. Yeah, exactly. You know, that's my deal. People are so shocked we can close these miasma holes and things. But there's literally demons wandering around. Like, what really shocks you at this point? It's hard to surprise me now. Exactly, Kamuna. Yeah, I guess that's true. I needed to die more, Neo. You're 100% right about that, sweetheart. In a way, I was kind of too good at it, I think. Like, people want to see the failure in those games. But I was pretty good. Like, I'm not good at Dark Souls at all. But I don't know, Neo, like, I still died a ton in Neo. I can't remember how many times I died. The game keeps track of it for you. But I died a lot. No, he spelled it right. That's how you spell it. N-I-O-H. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. That's just how I heard it pronounced. But people want to see failure. I died a bunch, just not in the little bit of the game I showed off. I guess that's true. I'm sorry, just can't get accustomed to these paranormal phenomena. I guess that's also true. You never be truly used to it. We live in the world of Minji, with a history that didn't include Oni or Slayers. Just because others can do miracles does not mean you believe you can do it. I believe that's what everyone is surprised about, that they could help do it. Okay, see, that would make more sense. I shall express it.
そう感じるものなのか。K は
You aren't one of the insiders?
Kidding me.
I am, but it's weird.
記憶喪失。
Memory loss. Yep.
ちょっと
Hold it. Is that true? Yep.
自分が誰
Can't
かも
remember
わからないのか
anything before the, what we saw in the game. You don't know who you are? I know who I am, but that's about it.
それはす
See,
まないこと
sorry for prying.
だが
Doesn't change who you are at the moment, though.
Thanks
for showing me this today. Let me know if you need my help with the mission again. No need to hold back. Aiding in your missions is part of my promise to you. And Monozero can now be included in the party, and will be included in the party
やるじゃない
when able.
鬼の副長を配下にするなんて
I like Monozero a lot. I like her character so far. Bo is nice because she's a ranged attacker, so she can hit things that maybe I can't, depending on the weapon I'm using. And she also has healing Matama. Syndra, you even brought the demon commander under your command.
語弊があるような気もする
Sounds a little insulting, but no matter. Yeah, not quite under my
が
command,
ゲイ
but
は他の機内の者たちとは違うらしい
seems you aren't like the other insiders.
人様だからと他者を
You don't
侮
seem to
蔑する
discount
様
me
子
just
がない
because I'm an outsider. No, of course not. Why should I? That's the deal. There's all this tension between the guards and the samurai, and they both need to just learn to respect each other and look at the other side and come to some agreements. Like two certain political parties right now.
信頼に足る相手と見たできればよし
You seem worthy of my trust. If possible, I would like to get to know you better.
構わない
Yay! Would you mind? I welcome it.
感謝する
My
ゲイ
thanks.
は最近里に来たと言
Yay,
ったが
relations have improved. You arrived here recently, correct?
Never.
Correct.
一つ
something
知
I
ってお
want
いて
you to
こ
know.
の里における
Something about the inequality in this village, and this is really important.
我ら侍の居住区には
The district in which the samurai live is not protected by the sacred shrine maiden's barrier. Think about that. How terrible is that? There's this barrier that she has up, but it only goes so far. The insiders, like the guards, have purposefully put them outside the sacred shrine maiden's barrier.
巫女の能力の限界だ
There are limits to the power of even a maiden.
機内の居住区
While
が
the areas in which the
結界で
outsiders
守
live
ら
is
れているに
protected
も
by
か
the
かわら
barrier,
ず人様の居住区は
the outsiders
鬼の攻
area
撃
is
に対して
completely undefended should the
完全
Oni
に無防備だ
attack.
異界と境界を接する
Maharoba
ま
is
ほろばにおいて
located so close to the
これは
other world,
死活
this
問題と
becomes a
なる
question of life or death.
近くお頭
You know
選
there's
挙
a
があ
rite
る
of
のを知ってい
selection
る
soon,
か
correct?
ま
The
ほろば
ceremony
の
used to
新
select
しい
the
お
new
頭
chief
を
of the
ここ
village,
で
which should
隊
be
長
me.
をお
I mean,
頭
what?
にし
The samurai
結界を
intend to
手に
make
入
our
れるのが
leader the
侍の
chief
目標
and get
だ
the samurai placed inside the
こ
barrier.
れから対
Tension
立
is
はより
only going
激
to
しくだ
increase.
が知って
Just
おいて
wanted
ほ
you
しい
to know.
争いを望まぬ者
There are
た
those
ち
of
も
us
い
who
ること
don't wish for conflict. Like
今日
Monozero.
はこの
She's
辺り
shown
で
that.
失礼する
I think that's enough for today.
行くぞカムナ
Let's go, Kamuna. Sure. And Tsubaki Ellipses. Base in the Age of Honor is now open. And Tsubaki needs to report to her father. Hi! Hey, you there! You're that Slayer from before. What's up, Kai? I wasn't sure we'd meet again. Yes, I'm still going with my treasure hunt. I don't know what that fragment you found is, but there's still more to the run. Okay. Want to help out again? How much free time do you have? I got about an hour and a half left in this stream. Then I get to go record, Data Hacker. Fun birthday! Hopefully beat Data Hacker Initiation. That thing's just a mess. I'm not complaining. I'd take help from a Tenko if it was offered. Search will be conducted just like the last time. See you in a bit, sweetheart. I'll sing the song now. Listen up. Place your bets, but none will take it. There will be snow again today. A statue in the shape of man, face and hands now fallen to the ground. This song informs us of the location of the treasure. Treasure is in this region, then, but I don't understand the part about statues. Listen up. If you do find it, bring it to me. Not expecting anything from you, of course. Song marks the spot 2. No clue where this one is either, so I didn't know where the first one was. And you don't get this one until this mission until you do the first one. So. Let's go back to the village. Yeah, some of the characters wear glasses, which is really interesting. That's true. Like, I put glasses on my character, Monozuru wears glasses, Kazu wears glasses. Just interesting. I think it's neat that characters can have glasses. I'm going back. Thank you for this strange experience.
じゃあね。
Call me again if you need anything.
少し時間あるか。
Do you have a
お前に
moment?
頼みたいことがある。
There's something I want to ask you. Sure.
川辺の広場で待ってる。
Be waiting at the square by the river. Tenko Capriccio. Go and see Kamuna by the river. That's the next main mission. I should have wrote down all the games that all of you suggested because they're all really good games. It's just not something I feel like playing right now. And that's always the problem. Like, it's not when I say... I've tried to bat ideas around with a... I try to bat ideas around for what to LP next. And then I say, no, that doesn't mean I want to not do it at all. It just means I don't want to let's play it right then. Does that make sense? And some people get frustrated because you can throw like 100 games at me and I may say no to all of them. It doesn't mean they're bad ideas. It just means that it's like, no, I don't feel like doing. Like, that's not what I feel like right now. Does that make sense?
どんな指南を無理は
I hope that makes
いらっ
sense.
しゃい。
Club. Let's make a club. Quite a few stuff for the Blaze Club. 81 Fire. We'll take this one. Okay.
これからも腕
Now that is one I've said that I will never do. And Eagle Claw knows it. Shovel Knight is awesome. I don't own Shovel Knight. I played it at a friend's house, but I'm not super into it, but it's
どんな
awesome.
指南を受けますか
Let's take club training. It's on PC. It's on PC, love. Okay. Here's the club, which is a weapon I used a lot in the first game. The club is really good. You just have to be prepared for how slow it swings. I believe the club is the highest damaging weapon just power-wise. But it swings slow. So the trick about the club is you have to hit with the tip of the club, not the like middle of the club or like close to the handle. You have to hit with the tip of the club, which can be hard when demons are moving around a lot. So there's a lot of maneuverability. If you do hit with the tip of the club, you get what's called a, I think it's called a power strike. It says there, but that's just holding down the button. Basically, you'll get a hyper-powered state. Remember the hyper state for the Naginata? It's like that. You'll get increased attack speed and your charge times will reduce. Or it is a power strike when you hit with the tip of the club. So now you can see we have the aura. And we swing faster. And now we can swing even faster. So it's all about the distance between you and the enemy. Hold down, and you can charge to get an even bigger swing. I don't think I'll ever play Dust. That's not for me. Again, great game, but that's not for me. I don't think I could make it an entertaining Let's Play either. I think Skies of Arcadia came out on the PC. Again, something I don't have. You're all saying your favorite games, I know, but a lot of them I don't have. Smash the enemy with a powerful blow with Pound. You can hold down, and they're all great games, it's just I don't own any of them. Hold down triangle to store up your power. And the more power you store, the more damage you will inflict, and the greater your range will be. Attacking with the club's tip leads to a power strike, which deals even more damage. Again, I should be writing all of these down, because they're good ideas for things I can do in the future. So, hold down triangle, and you get a powerful vertical blow. Can help you hit enemies that you need to hit something a little above you. So again, the club, positioning, powerful strikes. But if you can get in this hyper power state, you can get a lot of, you can increase your speed and do a lot of damage. I don't know, Swift. That's the point. I don't know what I would like to play tomorrow. Hold square and X to brace, and then you stop the attack. And again, another game I don't know. I don't own Quantum Break. Heard good things about it. I actually don't know anything about Quantum. I don't know much about Quantum Break. I should say I don't know anything. I know that the first like hour or so of Quantum Break. But that's it. Stop an enemy's attack and retaliate with an attack of your own. You can hold square and X to store up your power while in the stance, but you'll be forcefully knocked back. You're unable to deflect charges or other full body attacks, so you can't stop a charge. But it's supposed to be like a counter in a way, but it's one that you use when you want. Devastator, which is circle. Now this one's really interesting. This one you can get a ton of damage on. It all depends on how much you want to charge. This is a 3-hit combo. Every part of the combo can be charged. Doing a massive amount of damage. If you want to charge that long, or can. Or you could just use the 3-hit combo. But if you charge it up, you can get a lot out of it. You get a lot of damage out of it. And then, of course, the Destroyer attack. There's the basic Destroyer attack. You can also charge it, like everything else with the club. You can charge. And do even more damage with it. And that is how the club works. That's the club. I really like the club just for the sheer amount of damage it can do. And hitting with the precision you have to have with the weapon. I think it's really interesting. Something you may not expect from a heavy weapon like the club. I can change this into Heaven's Judgment. Sandra, what type of games can you actually play? Because maybe we can send games to you. PC mainly. I mean, anything PC I can run now with this new computer. But like that's a slippery slope because then people, like I've always been hesitant taking games from people because then I feel obligated to play them. But a few people have been nice enough to send games anyway and be like, no, you don't have to LP them or anything. You can just play them if you want to. Play them for yourself. And I've played a lot of games just for myself. But I don't know. I don't know anymore. We really should change it. I feel like I'm just frustrating people.
マイク任せてくれ。承知した。ありがとう。
よ。
I need, I believe, brute claw pieces.
参ります。任せてくれ。承知した。
なん。
I'm just gonna run a random mission. Real quick. Change up the pacing of the stream. The other thing is you lose the state if you get hit. So you have to try to not get hit. You're getting that. It's gonna instantly.
効果てきめんだ。
Quality there. As long as you stay in the hyper power state, you can get a lot of damage out of the club because it does a lot of damage just by itself, and then being able to swing faster with the hyper speed state is really good. Now I feel bad for even bringing it up. I really do. I'm sorry. Good. Vitality, there we go. And there we go. Done. Can't get an all break. He's dying too fast. Because this is just a phase 1 battle, so he doesn't have enough HP for these stronger weapons. A stronger weapon like a club. This club. Item! Grab item! Yeah, I got it! Don't feel bad on your birthday. If anything, we should. No, it's... I can be stubborn when it comes to projects. Because I know I only have so much time. So I'm always feeling like I have to find like the perfect game I want to do right now so I get the most out of it to try to grow the channel. So I can be picky and it's bad. It really is. I should just pick a game and go with it instead of being super picky like I can be. Feel bad about anything, Central. It's not like you said we all have bad tasting games or anything. No, all the games you all are saying are awesome. That's that's the deal. Buy the amulets. I'm gonna buy those every time after a mission for the shop. I'm gonna buy the Machina circuits as well. Nothing wrong with being picky. Tell that to my girlfriend.
Oh.
So we can repair or do any of that stuff once for free, which is good.
俺らの技が
Perfectionist, curse, blessing. I don't think I'm a perfectionist. I really don't. I like to try to do as well as I can, but I don't think I'm a. What that? Girlfriend that's going to make a list of games he's being picky about and show to him once summer starts. It's gonna be a long list. Summer should be a lot of fun because if she is willing, and she seems to be, I want to do a lot of co-op things with Knight over the summer while she doesn't have class, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. We'll be playing all kinds of games. I already got a few games in mind, a few ideas that I think will be a lot of fun. So look forward to that. I don't know what I'm doing just wandering around here. Go take another fight, Syndrome. Quit being dumb. Give people something to watch. So I think those will be a lot of fun. You know, I'm gonna finish phase 1. We're gonna do phase 1.
任せてくれ。
承知した。
なん
Running in circles.
新しい時代を開くために戦う。
強くあらねば。
I'm really looking forward to that. I think I've got some games in mind that I think will be really fun to, not only for us to play, but for you all to watch us play.
健康一滴の勝負を挑む。いつまでも待ち続けます。
If you do too many regular swings, as in not the hitting with the tip of the club, you will lose your high-powered state, your hyper-powered state. You also lose hyper-powered state over time. Hey, that was a different attack. I remember that one.
鬼を追い込む。攻撃を集中しろ。
You see, I've said that too. Sweetheart, it makes no sense if the tip of the club is the strongest, not the barrel with the spikes. But Maze brought up a really good point. When was this? Last stream that I brought this up? Ooh, full destruction. Nice. I'm into that. That's because that's what's going the fastest when you swing. Because of the momentum. They break the legs? That's interesting. I've not seen that done on this enemy. Bye. Got a really good swing in there. Hey, there's the club. I really enjoy the club just because of the sheer power of it and the precision you have to have the to hit with the right part of the club. It's I don't know. I just find it a fun weapon to use. The only thing I don't like about the club is I'm just not a big fan of clubs in games, of like how they look. They can't look super fancy usually, not like a spear or a sword or, you know, other weapons. Hopefully they can make them look really fancy, and that'll be really cool. I just don't like the look of a club. My only problem with the weapon itself is awesome. I'm a big fan of the club. Next weapon. The rifle. The rifle is really interesting. It's better if I take the training for the rifle first. It's all playstyle Swift to me. It just depends on how you want to play the game. What weapon you feel most comfortable with. Because, like, I don't think, at least personally, I don't think there's, like, a best weapon, quote-unquote. There might be people that have, like, crunched the numbers and are super hardcore into the game. But for me, just playing it and having fun and enjoying the game, it's just whatever weapon you feel you use the best. Or that you like their moves. That's how I feel. Okay, the rifle has a lot going on. So you're gonna have to follow with me, okay, chat? So to use the rifle, first you have to aim. Then you can start firing the rifle, which you press square to aim, and then you press square again to fire. Now, after you fire, if you hold square, you will reload the bullet you just used into the rifle. So it will be fire, reload. Now that takes focus. Just firing the rifle doesn't take focus. Doing the instant reload does. Okay? You can also, while you're aiming, press triangle to switch to other ammo types you have loaded into the rifle. More on ammo types in a little bit. Now, when you're targeting with a rifle, you can see Oni's weak points. You can see that this Oni has a weak point right below its head. If you... and then you can lower the weapon. If you hit that, you will do more damage than just hitting anywhere else. Now it says here tactical reload. So I'm going to fire and instantly put the bullet in. This sounds tight. The rifle is a really cool weapon. This is another weapon I used a lot in the first game. This is different, using the tactical reload. So you see, you can keep firing, just hold down square. Oh, it doesn't take focus. My bad. It just makes you not mobile. But you can just fire, reload, just hold down square, and you'll constantly fire that bullet and reload another one of its type, just over and over. Okay, now, let's say you're not using the tactical reload. You're trying to stay on the move more, and you need to reload your gun. Press triangle, and you'll take a knee, and you reload bullets. If you hold R1 while you're reloading, it will reload all of one type of bullet. Oops, gotta get out of the, gotta get out of aiming. Okay. If you hold triangle, you can unload the weapon. Now, every rifle has 3 kinds of ammo. The ammo will be different depending on the rifle. So with the rifle, you have to not only look at its stats and its element like you do other weapons, you also have to see the type of ammo that it has to see if that's to your liking. So we have 3 types of ammo here. On square, we have scatter shot. Think of it like a shotgun. You basically turn your rifle into a shotgun. Very short range, but high damage. And you can hit multiple body parts. It's a shotgun, it's a spread. The SCT is scatter shot. Sniper is the bullet we were using, the SNP. It's a single shot, it does the highest damage if you hit the weak points. It can be the highest damage bullet that you fire. But you have to be really precise with it, and you're only going to be hitting one thing at a time. The last type of ammo we have on here is EXP, and that's explosive. It's short-ranged. Well, you can arc it. You're turning your rifle into a grenade launcher of sorts. It'll explode, do a bunch of damage to everything in the area. So I'm going to load a few of each. And you see, you choose how you want to load it. Different rifles will have different ammo capacities as well. Some will have 9 like this, some will have 8, 7, some will have 10, I believe. Maybe even more. Load up the rifle however you want. And then, like I said, if you press triangle, you can go to a different ammo type. So you can switch between the types of ammo you need for different situations. There's explosive. You see, it'll be able to hit a bit more than just one thing. Here is scatter shot. Like I said, it's like a shotgun. You can see the scatter on it, like so. And then sniper, we already fired. Load sniper bullets and attack the Oni, which I already did. Whoops. Now it's having you try each type, even though I just showed each type. Scatter, which again, really, you turn your rifle into a shotgun. Very devastating up close. No matter what type you're using, you can try to hit the miasma node and do extra damage. Hold triangle to unload the gun completely, which I already showed off. Like so. I love that you can see the shells go out of the gun. It's really cool. Now I'm just going to show off the instant reload here. We're going to load all scatter shots. So you hold R1 and then press the button of that bullet you want, and it will fully reload the gun with that bullet. Now that takes a ton of focus, but it's much faster than loading in each shell yourself. So if you have a lot of focus and you need bullets now, hold R1, use the instant reload. Just know it's going to take a ton of focus to do so. It uses focus for every bullet that needs to be loaded. So you can instant reload like 3 bullets and it won't take as much focus. One more trick that the rifle has is Spirit Sniper. You take a stance and it will gradually use focus. We've seen other weapons do this. While you're aiming, the longer you stay in the stance, the more damage you do. The more it will charge up. Then, when you're satisfied, press circle to fire. The power up will make different ammo types work differently. Scatter shot becomes an explosive. Becomes a close range explosive. That rolls you back. Very, very damaging, and you can use it as an evasive. Sniper, in Spirit Sniper stance, becomes an even more damaging shot. And Explosive, in Spirit Sniper, causes you to roll backward much like Scatter Shot, except it has more of an arc than a close range blast. But wait, there's more you can do with the sniper. Hi Cascade, welcome to the stream. That unload looks so cool. I know, it looks really awesome. Like I said, the unloading the rifle, spinning it around, and having all the shells fly everywhere looks really cool. One more thing you can do with the rifle. You have a lot of tricks with the rifle. You just have to learn how to use them all. Now this one I don't use as much. I don't do a great job with it. But you can lob grenades. So hold square and X, and you will throw a grenade. Then you shoot the grenade, and it will explode. How it explodes is dependent upon the bullet you shoot it with. So there's a lot that is dependent upon the type of bullets that you're using. So I'm going to load the sniper bullet. Lob a grenade. You can see the reticle. I threw it out. Oops. Throw the grenade. There we go. Didn't mean to do that. There's aiming, and then you can also quick throw. It's getting stuck on the demon. And then you can fire, and it will explode. Again, the explosion will be dependent upon which bullet you shoot it with. Also, the grenade will explode for just some damage after a period of time. You can see that the grenade also acts like a sticky grenade. I believe it will stick to demons. And of course, the way we end every single one is the weapon gauge. It works like every other one except you're firing a bullet, so you have ranged with it. Just don't miss your shot. You can also hit the miasma node in this stance to do even more damage. That concludes the tutorial for the rifle. A very, I want to say complicated weapon to use, because it's not complicated. There's just a lot of different things you can do with the rifle. There are 7, I believe, different bullet types. All will play differently. All will make you play differently. So I want to do the tutorial first before we go. Wait, that almost looked like a railgun. Yeah, it's like a super powered up shot is the destroyer, which is really cool. Like a railgun. Now I wanted to do all that before we go to make a gun, because I'm going to go over the different bullet types. Actually, I think I can do that here. Ammo explanation. 6 different types of bullets. Excuse me, 6 different types of bullets. There are the sniper bullets, standard attack, the fastest and longest ranged bullets. They do the most damage against miasmal nodes. Cascade, I've been showing off every weapon. I've been doing a few fights with every weapon to show them off. I'm not sure what weapon I'm gonna main in this game yet. I really like the club just because I used it in the first game. But I just got done showing the club off, so now we're to the rifle. Spirit Sniper. Fires bullets that increase in damage and range the longer you store up power. So remember, that's the circle button. The explosion will weaken the miasma nodes of body parts caught in the blast. Okay, so that's what the grenade of the sniper does. Any miasmal node in the, which is the weak point, caught in the blast will become even weaker for a short period of time, letting you do even more damage. So that's how the sniper bullets work. Scatter bullets. Fire bullets that cover a wide area at close range. They inflict moderate damage against miasma nodes. In Spirit Sniper, fires bullets that increase damage towards close-range targets the longer you store up your power. And the grenade, when you fire, it triggers an explosion that's most powerful at its center and can strike multiple body parts. and exploding, which we saw. They inflict minor damage against miasmal nodes. So what it means by that is you don't get that much extra damage hitting the miasmal node. So you can hit it if you want for a little extra damage, but the exploding is just fire and forget. If you hit, you're going to be doing your damage. It's not dependent upon a lot of where you hit. Thank you! Yeah, it is my birthday today. Thank you, Cascade. The happy birthday. Fire bullets that create larger explosions with Spirit Sniper, and fires bullets that create a large explosion that ignores elemental compatibilities that can damage multiple body parts. That's important, because you don't have to worry about having the right weapon. If you have the wrong weapon for a fight, you can just start throwing grenades and firing at them, and still get all of your damage. Those are the 3 bullets we used. There are 3 other bullets. There are absorbing bullets, which is ABS. These fire special bullets that create a special field that restricts the movements of enemies in the vicinity. So it will basically slow enemies down. The absorbing bullets don't fire very far. You just kind of fire them and they kind of stay where you are. But it will slow them down. If you fire with the Spirit Sniper, the field will be even stronger, and you'll get to do a little bit of damage to enemies. And if you fire a grenade with the absorbing bullet, it creates a shockwave that pushes enemies back. Okay? Piercing bullets, PRC, fire bullets that pierce the target, hitting multiple times. So if there's enemies behind it, you can hit multiple enemies. Or if it's just a really big Oni, you can hit multiple times because it buries through. The Spirit Sniper will increase the power and range. And the grenade will hit miasma nodes multiple times. The last type of bullet is delay. Delay is interesting because I find it really hard to use. It fires a bullet that flies forward slowly and then will explode after a set period of time. When it explodes, it does a lot of damage, but you have to wait for it. Delay. And then Spirit Sniper, it charges up the delay, and with the grenade, it will create a time bomb, just like everything else with delay. It's basically what delay is. It's like a time bomb. Those are the different ammo types. You test them out, see what works for you. So we're going to create a rifle. I just love the name of this one. Running Dragon, but I don't like the ammos on it. It has the 3 ammos we haven't used. Actually, you know what? I'll make a Running Dragon, and I'll use it, because it has the 3 ammo types we haven't seen. So this is one of the very base rifles. For me, delay was meant to be comboed with absorb, or at least that's how I use it. You do absorb then delay. That's actually a really good idea.
Yep.
Let's face... I'll face the candy demon.
任せてくれ。
承知した。
踏まずたゆまずだ。
Probably not the best one for this setup, but for this rifle. But how you're going to play is going to depend a lot on the bullets you have. So I'm going to show off each one.
戦おう世界を救うために
And you see, this rifle only has 7 bullets. But here's piercing. Now, because it pierces through, we're going to want to fire like this. You want to hit all the way down. If we shot his side, we wouldn't hit as many times. Makes sense, right? I really like piercing. Stop that. So I do like piercing. Now we're going to show off absorb and delay. So absorb, you can see, that'll slow the enemy down, and then delay will explode. You kind of beat me to the punch there on that one, Cascade. They do work really well together. And then they can explode, doing a lot of damage. Enough of that. Eat that. Of course, with the rifle, unless you're using a short range ammo, you'll want to keep your distance. I didn't really show off the charges there. But if you charge absorb, the effect when it hits will be even greater, and the delay you'll do even more damage when it explodes. So there you go. Again, that all takes focus, so you have to have a lot of focus for that. The rifle's a lot of fun to use. You just have to be conscious of your ammo types. Type of ammos that you have equipped to use. So let's take a look. Sniper Pierce Delay. Pierce Scatter Delay. Sniper Scatter Absorb. I don't like that one. Sniper Explode Delay. Piercing Scatter Absorb. That's not bad. For how I like to play. What I like to have is this. These are the ammo types that I like to use. I don't use Absorb as much as I should. But I like Sniper a lot. And I like Scattershot. For when I'm up close and an enemy just keeps coming after me, I'll use Scattershot for a bunch of damage. And then the last one, I'll use Absorb or Explosion are the ones that I like to have. Like Ripple Rifle was the same one we had in the training. Sniper, Scatter, and Explosion. About the only ammo type I don't like Delay. Because a lot of enemies can be fast even when you use Absorb. And they can get out of the way. So I like the shots that they hit and do their damage. So Piercing is one I really like as well. So like I said, a few things you'll want to look at other than what you have to look at for every other weapon. You have to look at the attack, dexterity, and element of the weapon, like every other weapon. But you also got to look at how many bullets the rifle holds. So look at ammo. And look at the ammo types. It's really important. We'll go... Even though it has no dex, which is a shame. Well, I could just use the base rifle. It's like shooting black holes. Yeah, it's a good way of saying what absorb does. I really want piercing. No, I'll just stick with the running dragon. And I'll use it for a little bit. Mission failed. Let's repair the machina. Oh, I don't have cat's eye. Shame.
いらっしゃい。
どんな
And the last weapon will be sword and shield. Cool. I'll do one more fight with the rifle, and then I will have I'll show off the sword and shield, which is what I was using in my playthrough. Repair Machina. We have to repair Toki. We repair the enemy. We repair not the enemy. We repair our friend, the new one we got, the one we send out on missions and stuff.
参ります。任せてくれ。
承知した。
I don't think anything is overpowered in this game, honestly. Everything's got a weakness. Because, like, even Absorb can't stand up fully charged on an enemy like this, one that jumps around a lot. It can end up getting away if it really wants to. Especially larger enemies. And it doesn't last as long as you think. So personally, I prefer things like precision.
Oniを追い込む。攻撃を集中しろ。
Well, yeah, if you're playing with somebody, it's different. Like every analysis I give is just you're just playing. It's just like a general analysis. Of course, if you're playing with somebody and all they're doing is spamming absorb would be great because the enemy's just gonna stay there for the most part. because all you're doing is using the sword. Yeah, you can come up with all kinds of crazy, crazy things you could do with friends or with allies. Again, one of the great things about playing this game with friends, you could come up with all kinds of different ways to fight. The one thing to note about the rifle, especially if you're staying back and firing, is you're not going to be there to purify. You're going to have to run up, or if a teammate goes down or something like that, you're going to be kind of out of the battle, and you're going to have to catch up to your teammates. This game is awesome. It is. It is awesome. You have to go up there and purify as well. Okay. Now we get to this. One thing I found out, Absorb deals constant damage if you create the black hole around a bunch of miasma. So it'll do damage, but it won't. At least in the first game, it wasn't. Minimal's the wrong word, but it's not as much as other things. Gotcha. Should be everything. Good. Yeah, after I finished the story cascade, I've been thinking about, depending on how many people end up watching the stream, and I get people running running a mission here and there with other people, and just seeing how that goes, just for fun. If I get enough people to do that. So, if you're interested in watching more Toukiden 2, please follow the channel. I stream this almost every weekday. I don't stream on Tuesdays, but I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday until I finish the story, and then I'll do some maybe a few streams here and there of just random multiplayer. There's no cross-platform support, is there? I'm playing on PC. I don't know. Yeah, I'm playing on PS4, by the way. That's probably really important. I bet a lot of people are playing on PC, which is a shame, because I can't rip games on PC. I'm not sure if there's cross-platform or not. Probably not, but you never know. Hi, Lieutenant. Good to see you. I bet you would probably have more people to play with, only between PS4 and Vita. See, that's a shame. I think you would probably have more people to play with on PC. That's just a guess. I'm not sure. Yes, thank you, Dragonus. I appreciate you doing that. I post the streams on my YouTube channel, as
Yup.
Dragon has said. Let me get the sword and shield. Last weapon that I have not shown off. So this is the weapon I've been using. I was using on my own like playthrough before I started streaming this, which I haven't played since. But the sword and shield is maybe the most complicated weapon in this game, just because there's so many different things. Even in some ways, even more things than the rifle that you have to like, account for while you're fighting. There are two different stances for the sword and shield. There is an offensive stance and a defensive stance. The defensive stance, as it says, focuses on defense. All the attacks are very, not fluid, but have like a timing to them. You can block with the shield, and all the moves kind of revolve around that. In the offensive stance, you do not have the shield. Well, you do, but you'll see it changes. It changes to where it becomes a weapon. A blade will come out of the shield, which is super cool. And you're dual wielding at that point. You're using a sword and a bladed shield. So, and it plays completely different. You're focused more on offense. There is a special gauge called the assault gauge with the sword and shield. When it fills when you're attacked while you're in defensive stance. Once it's full, you can switch to the offensive stance, and the gauge, you'll get a attack strength boost. Then the gauge will start to deplete. When it depletes, you'll go back into a defensive stance. Now you can switch the stances whenever you want, but only when the gauge is full do you get that power boost. So, up at the top you can see what stance we're in. There's a new gauge that you haven't seen before. Square is a basic swing. Okay, shield. You see when I switch stances, you hold the shield differently. You can see there's a blade on the shield now. Like a blade comes out of the shield, which is super cool. And you attack more, you attack faster. And you'll have a whole different set of moves to attack with. That's what the circle button does. Also, you see the symbol up there switches to a sword to tell you you're in offensive stance. Shield, defensive stance. Here's the basic attack for the defensive stance. The defensive stance has a, like an uppercutting thrust. Like so, it's very short ranged. You can also charge it up. You can charge up the hits. You also have a lunge in defensive stance. Like so. The lunge can also be charged up. Like so. Which is triangle, you hold triangle, and then move, hold the direction you want to go in and let go. If you're not holding a direction, you will instead do the uppercut. You can see the gauge also slowly fills as you do damage as well. Not just when you're getting hit. Okay. To switch stances, you use the circle button, like I showed, and you go to offense and defense. When you're switching to offensive stance, you can hold circle for spring, or not when you're switching stances. When you're in the defensive stance, you can do a special attack called Spring Moon. You can switch stance with circle. Spring Moon focuses technique keeps a low center of gravity and heightens your senses. It consumes focus, but enables you to string together multiple attacks. So, we'll do this. There's the Spring Moon stance. You cannot move while in the Spring Moon stance. But you can use different attacks. The damage of the 5th attack, you can do this for 5 attacks. You basically get 5 attacks out of it. There's square, triangle, triangle and X. I ran out of stamina because I was doing my explanation. Triangle, square, square and X, which you shield bash, which is really cool. There's circle, and then you get an attack. Now, you will either use Night Mist or Drifting Haze at the end of the combo. You finish with a Night Mist attack, which varies in damage depending on the attacks used to form the combo. If you max out the damage, Night Mist will become Drifting Haze instead and do much more damage. So, the trick to get Drifting Haze is to use a different attack. So for example, for each part. Square, triangle. Now don't use triangle again, we'll use square, then we'll use circle, and then we'll use square. So always change the attack. Don't use the same attack twice in a row. But wait, this is all attack stuff. You're using a shield. Yes, you have a, of course, in defensive stance, you can use the shield to assume defense. Use the shield to block. You can also deflect an incoming attack and perform a parry if you tilt the left stick at the right time. The defensive stance is probably the strongest defensive stance in the game because you're using a shield as it should be. Hold the button to go into a defensive stance. If you hit them with the shield at the right time, when they're doing an attack, you will counter the attack and get a few extra swings in yourself. All this in the defensive stance. I really like the Sword and Shield. And there's the counter. Just because this defensive stance is what the other defensive stances should have been like. But it makes sense that it has the best one. I mean, you are using a shield. Now, it does take focus for every block you do. So, you have to keep an eye on your focus, because if your focus is gone, you're not blocking anything. So, the Sword and Shield can take a lot of focus. Keep an eye on your focus gauge. Alright, now let's get to the offensive stance. That was just defensive stance. And because the gauge was full, you see we're in that special powered up state. Okay. For the offensive stance, you have a slash attack. It can perform slash attacks with both hands, because the shield is now a weapon with a blade. You can chain up to 5 hits together to form a combo. While you're dodging, you can press square to do a special attack called Death Marker. But the offensive stance really lets you carve into an Oni. There is the Death Marker, which is while you dodge, and then you take a swing while you're dodging. Owl Blade is the triangle button for the offensive stance. It's I like its description. This attack features wide sweeping movements, almost as if you were dancing. Its strikes are capable of hitting multiple body parts. It is just a wide sweeping attack. Of course, we switch to the offensive stance. If you hold down the button, you will get a Swift Needle. When your fighting spirit is high, it can inflict even more damage. So while you have that special aura effect on. You charge up the attack, and you get one really powerful attack where you basically... it's almost like you're firing the sword into the... firing the sword into the enemy. Once you're through with Swift Needle, it'll put you back into defensive stance. One more thing you can do is Rainfall. Step forward and unleash a flurry of strikes from both left and right. I love this move. You can repeatedly press square to increase the number of attacks you can perform. So this is the square and X while you're in the offensive form. And you just unleash a flurry of stabs. The more you press the square button, or the longer you keep up the square button press, the more you do it up to a point. That also takes a lot of focus. That is the downside of the sword and shield. Like I said, everything has a downside, no matter how great it is, or how much you really enjoy it. Like I really enjoyed the sword and shield. Everything's got a downside. The sword and shield can eat up a lot of focus really fast. Even faster than other weapons that can take a lot of focus. So you really want to keep an eye on your focus gauge. See where that is during the fight. And then of course we have the destruction attack. I love just the multiple stabs. There's without pressing the button. You just get that. Keep pressing. You unleash a bunch of attacks. Destroyer used the shield and the sword at the same time for a huge slash, which is cool looking. I love the way the sword and shield looks, the way it acts. A very, very versatile weapon. But it has a lot you have to think about. What stance am I in? Do I want it to be defending right now? Do I want to be attacking? What type of attacks do I want to do? Do I want to go with the sweeping attacks? Do you want to go with the just the basic hits? Do I want to stab and leave myself vulnerable if the enemy doesn't attack? Because you're vulnerable doing this. Do I want to focus more on defense? There's a lot you have to think about. All of that, plus looking at your focus gauge to make sure you actually have the focus to do the things you want to, such as block, such as counterattack, such as unleash the flurry of blows. Now, I really like the sword and shield. It's a ton of fun to play. But you have to keep all of that in mind. I said, this is the weapon I was using a lot just in my own personal playthrough before I started streaming this. So just a few days using the sword and shield. That was the biggest thing I saw. There's just a lot going on with the sword and shield during a fight that you have to think about. Defense or offensive stance. Which attacks do I want to use in those stances? When to switch stances. And the most important thing is the focus gauge. I ran out of focus way more with the sword and shield than I did with any other weapon. So that's something you'll definitely want to keep an eye on. There you go. There's my explanation for the sword and shield. Hopefully that gives you an idea. And with that, we have now I've now tutorialed every single weapon over the course of the few streams we've done. So if you've been here, or you've watched the replays on YouTube, you've watched the streams that I put on YouTube, you now have seen every weapon and the basis of how they work. There's always advanced techniques, there's always more things to discover with them, but I've, like, how do I combo this with another weapon? How does this work with this weapon that a party member is using? how best to use these weapons. There's always all of that. There's always advanced tutorials. But I've given you the basics. Basics that the game has had and some of my own observations to help you use the weapons better. Hopefully they help. And if you end up picking this game up, or if you're already playing this game, hopefully I pointed out some stuff that maybe you haven't thought about, or just help you refresh on some of the basics. Nice job, Sin. Thank you. Sin, I just thought this, can you give us a Kirby Encore after you're done with this? What, like as an LP, as a stream? Like, well, there's always more Kirby games to play. It's just a matter of when. Plus, I love the way the Sword and Shield look. Yes, the basic ones look really basic. But then you start getting into, like, the elemental weapons. Look at that. That's slick. Like, just the designs for the Sword and Shield are phenomenal to me. Like, these are different versions of these. Which is why they look the same, but different, palette swapped. Kind of like the Sword and Shield and the Captain Shield. But I just love the look of the Sword and Shield. I think they look phenomenal. Just the designs are super cool. Just go through these real quick. Like I said, a big fan of the Sword and Shield, what I've played so far, but there's a lot going for it. Before I go? What do you mean before I go? I don't understand. But I am going to make a... Thank you, Eagle Claw. I appreciate it. I do. I can't tell you how much it means that you and Dragonus do that. It means a lot. Which one I want to make? I'll make the Squire shield. Because if I remember right, yeah, I could turn it into the Knight shield, which looks cool. Which is what I used for a while in my playthrough. So while it had less attack, it does have some light attack, which is really cool. Before the stream ends. No, because the stream's about to end. And I've got to go do Data Hacker and figure out what the other LP I'm going to be doing is. I've got a lot of additional stuff to do today. How long are you going to be on? For the next 10 minutes. I stream 3 hours. I stream 2 p.m. Central Standard Time to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, CST. So Central Time. I stream 2 to 5 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yes, you can click the to donate to the Baby Dragon Fund, as Knight likes to call it. If you'd just like to leave me a birthday present, you'd like to donate something for my birthday, feel free to click the link. But that's when I stream, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 to 5, Central Standard Time. If you're not sure when that is, you can use Google, or you can look at the time, and 10 minutes from now, the stream is going to end. So count back 3 hours from now, and that's when the stream starts. For you in your time zone. That's when I stream. I'm enjoying this schedule, and I think it's a schedule I would like to keep. That's the plan. Random NPC. There's not much else I want to... I don't want to start another mission I may not finish. Sometimes I go a little over. I'll cop to that. And if there's like a real... Oh, he can sell the Wind Force shield now. That's awesome. Just straight up sell it. I'll buy that. Cool, because we helped the supply route. He's now selling just the wind. You can buy the wind rifle. Cool. I'd love to see more games like this. I'm really enjoying it, even if it is an RPG. Well, thank you, Dragonus. I appreciate that. Yeah, Eagle Claw. I love my time here in Tokiden too. It's a lot more fun with friends, and I don't have a lot of friends to play this game with. But I'm thoroughly enjoying the story. There's just not a lot of games like this out there, though, that I could stream or show off even if I wanted to. Like I said, there's the Monster Hunter series, but it's really geared more toward playing with friends, like having people to play with. And those are really the only two that I know. Like, I don't know a lot of games like this. So, I hope all of you are enjoying Tokiden 2. You're enjoying the streams, having a lot of fun, and just having a good time. Like, I really hope so, because this isn't something that you may have expected from me. As that you usually expect RPGs, strategy games here and there. Not necessarily something like this. I hope all of you are having a lot of fun with it. I play a lot of different games, just not necessarily ones that I show on stream or have shown off as Let's Plays yet. But I do play a lot of different types of games. From Scribblenauts, which I Let's Played, all the way up to Dead Space when it comes to like mature rating. You know, I play a lot of different genres. I play RPGs, I play action games, I play adventure games, I play strategy games, games like this, a bunch of different subgenres. You just don't necessarily get to see that on the channel or from streams. You've gotten to see me play some different things, which is what I've tried to do with streaming. Is show off different things, because I do play a lot of different types of games. But that's going to do it for this stream. And check out the YouTube channel. There's a bunch of fun stuff on there. It's the same thing as here, Cinderella9. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel, hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. For those of you in stream, thank you for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed and had a lot of fun. I'm going to try to have some announcement video saying, hey, it's my birthday on the channel. And also plans for what I'm thinking about to Let's Play to take Dragon Quest 1 and Kirby's spots. So, look forward to that until Wednesday for the next stream. If, for those of you here in the stream, until Wednesday, same time that I said earlier, I'm Cinderella9. Thank you very much for all the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. All the smiles it gave me. Thank all of you. And remember to shoot for the stars. Take care, everyone.